Our triumphant return to Chiba starts now as we welcome you to X Games Japan. And we kick off today's coverage with women's skateboard street elimination. What's happening, everybody? Brandon Graham joined alongside my partner, Amelia Brodka. And Amelia, it's really an embarrassment of riches as far as this field of 13 is concerned here in this women's skateboard street eliminations, headlined by these three. Mamiji, our X Games gold medalist from here last summer. Haisa, of course, in Chiba in 2022, and Chloe Cavell.
I'm super excited to watch this elimination go down. It's basically 2 runs each, and the best run counts, and only the top 8 advance to tomorrow's final.
It is heated out here, as you said, 13 skateboarders. Only the top 8 will be moving on. And you're getting a look at that street course that was just finished a mere, I don't know, 1 day ago. Amazing what the course builders have been able to put together. But there's a look at our start list, Amelia.
It looks like we have a lot of Japanese skateboarders, and I think it's definitely going to be an amazing showcase from these individuals, and I'm just super excited to see everything go down.
More than half the field here in our women's skateboard street elimination hailing from Japan. And why wouldn't it be? Again, it just bears repeating in both women's skateboard street and women's skateboard park. It's just been so amazing to see the influx of talent in Japan. Without further ado, let's kick things off with Grace Marhofer.
Grace has such an awesome style, and she's so versatile in her skateboarding. I mean, she's doing both street and park, and she's flowing well so far, putting it together. I love the way that she can skate absolutely anything.
The 19-year-old Florida native, yes, as you said, Amelia, the only skater who's pulling double duty on the women's side, kicking things off here in women's skateboard street.
Solid run from her so far, using the rails. Oh, with that beautiful truck bash fakie. That is one that we only really see her do, and she does it so well.
Stepping off her board to line up one final trick.
Board slide, down the handrail, right into a little nollie rock fakie. It's gonna be a full pull from Grace.
So as we said, this 2-run format, your best single run counts, but another look from Grace's first attempt.
I love the way that she can just skate the hubbas, skate the rails, skate the quarter pipes, put together a solid run.
So there you see her first score of a 53. Next to drop in, Hina Maeda, 18 years old.
Starting off down the big handrail with the board slide. She does a lot of street skating. She does a lot of filming out in the streets, and just really cool to see her in this contest format. She's got that great pop on that backside flip with a beautiful catch.
So Amelia, your first impressions of this skateboard street course here in
It seems like it's got a little bit of everything. Oh, nice Smith grind down the rail. Seems pretty compact, which makes it easy to kind of carry your speed from one feature to the next, and wonderful homage to Japan in general with the way that they've incorporated cultural visuals into it. Love the way she just ollied out of that. So much style and just a simple trick, but making it look super good.
Yeah.
And sticking that front feeble.
Last time we saw Hina, it was here last year where she took 12th, but she really charges this course. Fun to watch.
Yeah, she's definitely got a unique style, and she's put together a pretty solid run, a minor fall there, but already a better showing than last year, I would say. Maybe got the rookie nerves out of the way.
Last year, she made her X Games debut, so this is her second time around here at Zozo Marine Stadium in Chiba, Japan. And she'll look to clean things up on run number 2. Now making her X Games debut out of Gilbert, Arizona, 15-year-old Secret Lynn.
Secret is just getting off an ankle injury. She actually didn't know if she was gonna make it out to Japan. And, you know, she went for it, and rough start right there, but, you know, gotta get that fall out of the way, and hopefully she's going to put together a solid rest of her run here. She really is a very talented skateboarder. Nice Smith grind on the rail. Good recovery.
But you talk about that, to be this young, making your X Games debut, kicking things off early within this field. There's already nerves, and you go down on your first trick, to have the mental fortitude to come back and to attempt what she's attempting. That's still extraordinary.
Absolutely, and honestly, she's kind of new in the scene. She showed up at Exposure last year, and she won her division and blew everybody away. So it's cool to just see her have all these new opportunities coming her way. And, you know, she got that run out of the way. She's still smiling, and she knows she's got another shot. I think she's just happy to be skateboarding, honestly. Whenever you're off your board for a little bit, it's definitely hard to go through. So she's there with her friends. She's got another run to go.
So much great skateboarding talent has come out of Arizona in recent years on both the men's and women's side. Secret, another product of that Arizona skate scene.
That's right. A lot of these individuals went through the KTR Kids That Rip program out there with Jagger Eaton.
Jagger Eaton's family's course, yep. Here's another one out of Tempe, Arizona.
She got 4th in the Pro Open at Exposure last year, and she's been really putting together some solid lines in contests recently. And, you know, starting it off there, just slipping out on that back disaster. They actually haven't had a lot of time skating this course, so a lot of, you know, they might just be hitting these runs for the first time because of the short time span. But getting that switch flipper in, that switch 50, wow, that is very impressive. Another competitor that's putting together some switch runs out here. Definitely really good to see.
10 seconds.
Paige was an alternate last year here in Chiba, but now she makes it to the big show, making her debut here at X Games Japan 2023.
That was a good save. That could have been a pretty bad slam, but she's looking okay.
So we take another look at Paige's first ever X Games run.
Hanging on to that one. She actually got 1st at the USA Skateboarding National Championships last year. And before that, she got multiple wins in the Hot Wheels Junior Series in 2019. And it's great to see her just move on up to these pro contests.
And the points are 57.33.
So 57.33 for Paige Hayne, but we turn our attention now to Australian Hayley Powell, 17 years old, another X Games rookie.
Australia, Hayley Powell.
Super excited to see her out here. She's doing it for Etnies, monster. Starting off with a big rail. Oh, just going down on that front 50.
But I love that approach right out the gate. Let's hit the biggest rail on this course.
Yeah, she's fierce for sure. Nice front board, good recovery. I love the way that she's just hustling to fit in as many tricks as she can.
The
Nice.
pacing is real with Hayley out on this course here today. No slowing down.
30 seconds.
It's just going down on that kickflip down the gap. Nice, spinning a no slide there on the ledge. Going for the big spin. Once again, they have not had a lot of time on this course. You know, they maybe got an hour of practice, which is incredible for them to right away go right into the contest.
So this Zozo Marine Stadium here in Chiba, Japan is a baseball stadium. And there was literally a baseball game here less than a week ago. And it took our course builders coming in, and everything you see has really been built in the last 72 hours. So as we said, not getting a lot of practice, that's because the courses didn't exist 3 days ago.
Right, and they got some rain as well, so just great that they had any time to practice at all.
So next to drop in, Rizu Akama, 14 years old. This is her second X Games appearance. We saw her here at Chiba last year, where she finished 9th.
Great way to start off. Feeble grind on the big rail. Oh, going for that hurricane. That is a trick we are not seeing in this field, and it's a really cool one as well. Very technical. Wow, 270
Whoa.
front board. That was awesome. She's got really a different bag of tricks than everybody else. And the front big spin as well.
Wow, just throw that down in the middle of the run. Last 10 seconds for Rizu.
Oh, just going for that barley grind there.
And Amelia, I will say this as she ends on that ledge. Wow. The tech game just got raised with that run.
Honestly, she's really standing out with this bag of tricks. The 180 nose grind is, you know, also something we're not seeing in this field. So she's definitely making a statement by just choosing a completely different bag of tricks than everybody else. Not feeble. It's a great way to start.
Steezy.
That was so well done.
And we have a new leader, Rizu, taking over first place with an 80.66.
She doesn't look too happy about it, though, honestly. Maybe she's got more in the bag.
We're halfway through our field here at Women's Skateboard Street Eliminations. More from X Games Japan when we return. Halfway through run number 1 here at Women's Skateboard Street Elimination. As we welcome you back to a beautiful afternoon here at X Games Japan. And now an X Games bronze medalist from last summer, 16-year-old Yumeka Oda.
Yumeka's got an awesome bag of tricks as well. Starting off with a front feeble down the biggest rail on the course. That is an excellent way to start.
Yumeka just missed the podium here last year in Chiba, where she finished 4th, but then of course earning bronze a couple of months later in Southern California.
Taking a risk by getting that kickflip 50. There's her second trick in the run, but keeping it going for that front blunt. She blew everybody away last year when she did a kickflip front feeble at Street League, and it's since been the highest scoring trick in the women's field. Oh, getting that kickflip front board so perfectly.
Looked good, sounded good. Yumeka obviously has to clean things up, but you saw the preview of if she can put that together. That's a podium run.
Absolutely, she's wanting to fit in all kinds of flips to grinds, flips to board slides, and getting that kickflip front board right in at the buzzer there.
As I said, podium run, you got to get there first. This is eliminations. That's how fierce this roster is. Only the top 8, if you're joining us, will be moving on to the final.
We've got Olympic gold medalist dropping in next. Momichi Nishia. Yumeka just jumped into 3rd, by the way, with that run.
Momiji, our gold medalist.
Starting off strong with a backflip down the handrail. Right into the big spin front board.
Her trick selection is so good, but I think there's such a relaxed style to the way she skates that I think resonates with so many people in skateboarding. Wow!
The salad, oh my goodness. That is also a very unique trick in this field. And you know, you're gonna see these tricks that other people aren't doing because she says she loves skateboarding more than anyone else. And I feel like that certainly shines through her style and through her trick selection. She just loves the artistry of it. That was a beautiful, solid run by Momiji right there.
Momiji says, are you not entertained? Momiji, this is just eliminations. Calm down. Heavy first run, Amelia.
I don't think she has a chill setting, you know? I think she just wants to put it all out on the table. Gosh, that was just a beautiful salad.
I mean, look at where she hits, where she just gets on that rail. Yeah. In the least surprising news of the day, Momiji is our new leader, picking up exactly where she left off last summer, where she earned X Games gold.
Dropping in now is Keith Oldenbolving, starting off with a big board slide.
We saw her here at Chiba last year, where she finished 10th.
Nice back three. Oh, crooked grind on a ledge less traveled by. Nice half cap nose slide. Putting together a solid run here. Hanging on to that feeble, almost sticking there for a second.
That was a pulse check.
Yeah, she pushed through.
Keat, our lone Dutch skateboarder, trying to move up into the top 8 and get into the final. And that'll do it for her first run.
She fit a lot of tricks in for that run. It was very solid. She looks happy about it as well, and that's key. She placed first at the Mystic Skate Cup in Prague last year.
Mentored by the great Candy Jacobs, of course, who we know from so many years out here at X Games.
That's right. We're certainly missing her out here, but hoping to see her at the next one. Nice lip slide, fitting in at the end of her run there.
So a 67, good enough to jump up into the top 3. Aori Nishimura. It's her 10th X Games appearance. She owns 5 X Games medals, 3 of them gold.
She's an incredible skater. She's had a rough patch of injuries, but we're really hoping for that comeback from her. She's always skating with tons of speed and power.
She's a little less than 2 years removed from tearing an ACL in her right knee. She also tore her ACL in her left knee back in 2017, so it has been a grueling journey for her, but so good to see her back on her skateboard the last couple of years.
She doesn't seem to be holding back, so it seems like those injuries are definitely in her past, and putting together solid runs, getting that lip slide down in the rail. Oh, going for that lip slide on the quarter pipe. I think that coping might be a little slick. I've seen someone else slip out on there as well. Once again,
Amelia,
not a ton of practice time.
She had an insane run 2017 through 2019. I'm just gonna run through a resume real quick. X Games gold, and then a silver, and then a bronze, and then a 5th, throw that out of here, and then a gold, and then another gold. She was an automatic podium finisher for about a 5-year stretch.
And I think we're gonna see more of her as she's coming back so much stronger, and you know, clearly she doesn't have any lingering fear because she's going down all the rails.
We talked about that. Chiba last year was really her first contest back post ACL tear, and we wondered if that was playing with her at all mentally. And I don't know if it was, but you just see already there's a little bit more confidence in her. She'll clean things up in run number 2. And here's a young lady everyone in skateboarding is excited to watch, and we fully expect to not only make the final, but potentially contend for gold, Chloe Cavell.
I love the way that she started up on that top rail. We haven't seen anybody touch that yet. And she's been in that kickflip front board. You know, she put together an incredible run at Street League recently, and I think that we're definitely gonna see, the 50-50 kickflip I was just gonna say. And this is looking already like a very powerful run. Switch flip up the Euro. She
Still
is not holding back.
just 13 years old. She earned bronze here last year and then a silver last summer. Can she add to that collection with a gold here this weekend?
That was also a very powerful way to end her run with that 50-50 down the biggest handrail on the course. And I think she's going for gold, you know? She just keeps missing it in the past couple events, but this could be her year.
You know, some skaters that know they have the talent, I'm not going to say coast by in eliminations, but they'll put something together to just get them on to the next day. Chloe looks like she's saying, I'm here. I'm the one you should be chasing with a run like that.
That did not look like a safety run.
No. So a 78.33, good enough for third place here in elimination. Funa Nakayama out of Toyama City here in Japan, 17 years old. She earned silver here in Chiba last summer.
Starting off with that signature front crook. Absolutely amazing trick that she also got the cover of Thrasher with, which was huge. Oh, just missing that heel flip. Nice crooked grind.
So Amelia, she's got the Street League podium. She's got an X Games medal. What is it about Funa that just makes her so dynamic?
She's a really powerful skater, and she has a great trick selection as well. I mean, honestly, that front crook, people love that trick.
Sure.
And for good reason. It's a terrifying trick. Hard to bail if it goes wrong, but she's got it so locked in. It's a great one to watch.
All of the Japanese skateboarders, their trick selection is so incredible, and their composure.
Certainly a level of confidence and almost relaxation when they're dropping in. Like they know it's just gonna work. There's no doubt in their minds.
64.66 for Funa, good enough for top 5. And then there was one. Our gold medalist from Chiba last year, simply put, she is the face of women's skateboarding, 15-year-old Aisa Leal.
Just coming off that Street League wing a few weeks back and starting off strong and powerfully. Beautiful kickflip back lip. Front feeble. Front blunt. Looks like she's got a little wrist injury going there, but clearly not holding her back. Nice back 50. Textbook backsmith.
She times her run so perfectly. That has shades of Nigel on the men's side to me, where she gets all of her tricks in and still has that 5 seconds to spare to get up to that final feature to know exactly what she's gonna do on it.
Very calculated, and she also has that same Nigel-like element of being able to land things under pressure. If she hadn't landed a run prior, she's gonna land it last minute.
I mean, there's just no doubt in her skateboarding right now, Amelia.
I could watch that backsmith all day.
Oh, who couldn't? She believes she's going to land every trick, and why shouldn't we? An 88.33. Aisa back in familiar territory, taking over the top spot. One run officially in the books here at Women's Skateboard Street Elimination, and our defending gold medalist, Aisa Leal, leading the way.
That has never been done before.
Get it!
X Games, summer, music, and you. That's right, fans are back at X Games this summer. Be part of 3 action-filled days in sunny Ventura, California. The best in BMX, skateboard, Moto X, and music, right on the beach, July 21st through 23rd.
Final to new heights.
If you haven't gotten over to xgames.com to get your tickets for X Games Ventura, you're doing it wrong. Please, July 21st through 23rd, we're gonna have all our athletes there, including that one right there, Haisa Leal, our leader. One run officially in the books here at X Games Japan. The top 8 will be moving on to our final. So we start things back up with Grace Marhofer.
You know, Grace actually won the Phoenix Am, which is a street contest and one of the most prominent amateur street contests out there. So she's no stranger to absolutely ripping street contests, even though you think that you mostly see her in park and even vert. Beautiful front 5-0, doing the little truck bash. Loving that she's using the quarter pipes to their full potential. Getting in that board slide. Oh, just missing that Smith grind.
Good to see Grace bounce back up. I'm still hyped off that X Games California promo. It is the summer of X. I can't wait. We're out here at Japan. This is amazing. A couple months away from getting fans back in it in Ventura. It is a good time to be skating. It's a good time to be into action sports. It's a good time to be at X Games this summer.
Absolutely, and it's a good time to see everybody out there just being friends and hugging each other and smiling. Glad that Grace is smiling after that slam, and she doesn't look like it's going to affect her park skating, but hopefully she'll be able to land her runs in park.
Hina Maeda, 18 years old. Currently, she's in the top 8. She's sitting in that 7th spot. Would love to give her a little more breathing room, though.
Oh no, just stepping off that backside flip. It was beautiful too. I'm really not sure why she stepped off. Maybe she stuck a little bit. But she's got such a great style, and I love that she does a lot of just raw street skating. If you check out her Instagram, you'll see a lot of great clips just from the streets. Just riding for Toy Machine.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Nice nose slide there, keeping it going. Going for that 50-50 kickflip. You know, that backside flip kind of made her run out of steam a little bit. She did it so well in her first run.
Yeah.
Just unfortunate.
So another look at Hina's run 2. And again, this is the time, run number 2, final runs where we take this field of 13 and turn it into a top 8 for our final.
Hina actually got first at the 2020 Tampa Pro, which is no small feat.
So here's Secret Lynn, who went down on that right out the gate, but sticks it on her second run.
Redemption. She's already doing better than last time. Definitely grateful to see that her ankle is working well. Nice Smith grind.
Can she climb the ladder, though? That's the question. Sitting in 13th, trying to get into the top 8.
Nice board slide, just muscling that in. This is a much more solid run from Secret. A really great. Oh no, she just, it looked like she maybe had the wrong angle coming up at that rail and freaked herself out, but she is laughing, and I'm happy that she was able to have her first X Games appearance, because she almost didn't go at all because of that ankle injury.
Well, the stoke is real, and Secret was putting together a run. It's a bummer that we didn't get to see that before time expired. But nonetheless, a really cool showing for a young girl with a lot of promise. But as you said, Amelia, the camaraderie in this field cannot be talked about enough.
Yeah, she looks happy to be back on her board. She looks happy to be out there. And trust me, this is not the last that we will see of Secret. She's a very talented skateboarder.
No doubt. So here's Paige Hain, 15 years old, out of Tempe, Arizona. She's just outside of the top 8, Amelia. She's skating in that 9th spot right now.
She's very consistent, so I would not be surprised if she were able to squeeze into that top 8, getting that front feeble in there. You know, she and Secret actually skate together quite a bit. Kickflip fakie, setting up for the switch front 50. There it is, hanging on to that. Nice, putting it together. Already a better run than her last one. Looks like she's setting up for the big set now. Oh, just looked like she kind of tried to come off early off the front 50, and her foot came off, unfortunately, but still a great showing from Paige. Solid feeble grind. And this, the switch 50.
Yeah.
Gosh, on a round rail. Ooh, I cannot express how challenging that is to do. But she hung on to it, made it happen. There you see the Arizona.
I was just gonna say, AZ crew, stand up. And with that, Paige actually jumps up into the top 8, at least temporarily, putting Oda down. We'll see if that stays, but a really good showing for Paige. But we turn our attention now to Haley Powell.
Starting off with a big front 50. Backside ollie onto the quarter pipe. Nice front Smith. Looking like a stronger run already from Haley. She got those first run jitters out of the way. Nice, kick flipping that gap solid this time with a nollie heel flip. Loving those etnies too.
Loving
Nice.
the whole kit, honestly.
Yeah, the pants and everything. Oh no, just stepping off on the big spin. That was such a good run from Haley though. Oh, she's looking a little bit deflated, just coming off on that, but better run than her first one for sure. She should be stoked on that.
Well, Paige, right before her, proved that you can have a fall and still increase your score. Haley obviously had a much better showing on run number 2 than she did on her first. She would need at least a 60.34 to move up at the top 8. Will not do that, unfortunately. Haley's day is done. She will not be moving on to the final.
I think she's just so grateful to be there. She said she almost cried when she got her X Games invitation. She was so happy. Liz Akama is in.
So Akama sitting in that 3rd spot, again, just has such a unique bag of tricks, and it's really cool to see on display on a course like this, Amelia.
I love that 270 to switch front board, and she's making it look so solid as well. Nice, going for the front side big spin. Everyone else usually just does those backside,
Yeah.
and I love that she's doing them front side.
The judges have to take notice of that.
That barley grind, it's just classic. And the 180 nose grind, full pull from her this time. She's just got such a different approach than everybody else, and it's definitely refreshing to see.
A different approach, but a little bit of everything. I mean, take your pick. It's just Yeah, this is so
Yes.
good. I mean, it's
The barley grind.
It's a
Love
barley
it.
grind, and it's textbook, and no one else is doing it.
Putting her into third with that run.
So Akama's great day continues here at X Games Japan. When we return, we'll find out who earns their way into the final. We're in the midst of final runs here in the women's skateboard street elimination here at X Games Japan. It's a beautiful shot of our course here at Zozo Marine Stadium in Chiba, Japan. It's our second time out here, and again, this place just does not disappoint. Right now, this field, headlined by Haisa Leal, is just trying to get into the finals. A fierce field of 13, getting scaled down to just 8 skateboarders.
Yumeka Oda will be dropping in for her second run.
If you would have told me after her first run, or even before this elimination, Amelia, that Yumeka may be in danger of not making the final, I would have said you're crazy.
I mean, she's just started off with that huge front feeble, and I know that she's got a lot in her bag of tricks. Getting that kickflip 50-50, that's what she missed last time. So I think we're gonna see her in the final. I have a good feeling about this run. Oh no, just missing that front blunt. You gotta look out for the Hello Kitty sticker on her board. She just signed a sponsorship deal with Sanrio, which makes Hello Kitty, which is just so cool. Yes, kickflip front board. You know, I don't think that missing that front blunt is gonna affect her too much because she's already flipped into multiple tricks. Oh, just coming off on that. It was after the buzzer though. Not sure if that will impact her score.
That's a debate that has lived on in the chambers of skate contests of yesteryear, today, and in the future.
Right, some people say if you haven't popped your tail, it doesn't count, but I'm sure it always looks better to be rolling away, whether the time has gone up or not.
So Oda was clinging to that 8th and final spot up until Paige Hain ripped it from her just a couple of skateboard attempts ago. But did she do enough to leapfrog back in? And she does, jumping up into 7th place.
I mean, despite those couple of falls, she did some really technical tricks, and I'm not surprised that that was able to move her up into the finals.
So here's Momiji sitting in 2nd place. Now you have to wonder, I mean, her first run was so good, Amelia. Does she just clean that up? Is there any value in her being the top-ranked qualifier, as some skateboarders like to have that moniker heading into a final?
You know, she did say she loves composing runs, and I think that she's always going to want to do better. I mean, we saw last year her going for a big flip front board at the end, even though she didn't have to do that. And there we saw her go for the big spin front board down the big rail. So I guess that answers your questions in terms of, is she going to step it up?
So that'll do it for Momiji's day. 2nd place is inevitably where she will stay, but she's moving on to the final.
I still love that she said that what really spreads her apart from the rest of the field is that she loves skateboarding more than anyone else.
That's fighting words in some circles, but you're hard-pressed to argue with her because she does have a smile on her face no matter what. Kate's unsure whether or not her time has started.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You don't have to apologize, Kate. You're good.
You know, after something like that, it might be hard to shake it off and land that first trick, but it doesn't look like it impacted her at all. Getting that back 3 in. crooked grind up the ledge.
She is in our top 5 right now, so she's got to feel pretty comfortable. I think there's only a couple of skateboarders after that could potentially bounce her out of the top 8.
She went for the upgrade there with a half cap nose slide, trying to do a big spin out this time, just missing it. Kind of threw her off her rhythm a little bit, but I think she knows she's got a good chance of making to the finals on the first run.
Just getting stuck on that ledge. So that'll do it for her day here in eliminations. Top 5 is where she will stay.
She's actually going to be featured in a Dutch version of the book Bedtime Stories for Rebellious Girls.
That's amazing. Aori Nishimura.
Oh no, just missing that first trick. Really hoping she can recover from that. She still has some time. Getting the board slide down the handrail.
And the Tokyo native has some ground to cover if she wants to move on to the finals, Amelia.
Woo, she kind of missed her front truck on that, but made it happen anyway, and unfortunately going down on that big spin there. She's had a rough go of it recently. We're all still waiting for the comeback. I'm sure it'll happen any day, but not sure if this run is gonna get her to the finals.
Well, and the truth is, Amelia, when we look at all of these young Japanese skateboarders, it was really Aori that was leading that wave 5-6 years ago when we saw her win gold in X Games Minneapolis. I mean, there were so many young Japanese girls who weren't even competing at X Games yet that were looking up to her. So she's really trailblazed, and you think about it at 21 years old, I mean, her career is still right in front of her.
Absolutely. She's definitely a mentor to a lot of these young girls, and you know, the fact that she's out there charging and not holding back despite the injuries and the ups and downs she's had recently, it's just great to see her out here, Brandon.
So Chloe Cavell sitting in 4th place. She will be moving on to the finals. She had practically everything on lockdown on her first run.
I love that she's starting on that rail up there. No one else is touching that. She's definitely moving on to tomorrow, so this could be more of a throwaway run for her.
But you can also tell, I mean, Chloe's having a moment right now. I mean, she's just having so much success in contests. Her bag of tricks seems to be growing. And you can even see that here in what's essentially a throwaway run. The pace is still there. She's still treating it like it's a finals run, trying to get into the podium.
That's right. Oh, just doing the big spin out of the back 50, which is not something that I've seen her do in any of these events recently. She's looking a little frustrated, but honestly, she's moving on to tomorrow, and we know she's got a lot up her sleeve. The first time we saw her, she submitted a video part to the Exposure Video Part competition, and she just blew everyone away. We had judges like Alyssa Steamer just jaw dropped, basically saying, who is this girl? She has incredible style. So I think this all is just the beginning for Chloe. You know, she's very young, and she's just got a huge bag of tricks. And there's Guy.
I was wondering if Guy was going to get left hanging there. Please give him a bones. Please give him a bones. That's our bubble spot there. Can Maeda hold on as she sits in that 8th spot? So here's Funa Nakayama. She's sitting in that 6th spot. She will be moving on to the final.
I think she's actually 12th spot, so this is her chance to make it into the finals. She's not having the strongest start, but hopefully she'll be able to clean up her run a bit. Getting that crooked grind and that board slide. Nice front feeble there. Nice front crook and the heel flip.
One look at the clock. Can she get one more in? Does that best her run one score of 64.66. Take another look. So smooth. Luna will hold on to her run one score. Aissa Leal made her presence felt from her first run, and no one was able to take the top spot away from her. She is our top-ranked qualifier, and this one is purely a preview of what's to come in the finals.
Starting off strong with that backlip, and now doing the kickflip backlip, and just loving these Gregson angles on these tricks. Oh, just missing the front feeble.
Chris Gregson, our follow cam out on the course. Major props to him.
Oh, looked like she was going for a kickflip back Smith. I don't think she's too bothered by the fact that she missed that. She knows she's in a really good spot for tomorrow.
We all remember the fairy tale heel flip that went viral, that really put her on the map in skateboarding, but it's the talent that has really taken her to new heights. And there you see our final results. Those top 8 will be moving on to the finals, Amelia. So Aissa, Momiji, and Akama are your top 3. Chloe Cavell right outside of the top 3, but again, those top 8 will be moving on to the finals tomorrow here at Zozo Marine Stadium. Well, let's head down to DC, who's out on the course.
Down here with our top qualifier, Aissa Leal. And how is it being back here in Japan, defending your title against a field of heavy Japanese skaters competing on their own turf?
Hi guys, I'm super happy to be here today. It's a good final. I'm so happy to be here in Japan again. The girls kill it, so I'm happy.
Well, we're happy to see you skating, and well done, top qualifier. We'll see you in finals. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So Aissa Leal picking up where she left off, and she will be leading a really impressive field of 8 into that final, Amelia.
I mean, if those were qualifier runs, I'm really excited to see how everyone's going to step things up tomorrow. It's going to be a solid, solid final.
Well, an amazing showing here in the women's skateboard street elimination, but at the end of the day, it was Aissa Leal leading the way. Big thanks to DC and Amelia Brodka. I'm Brandon Graham saying thank you so much for watching Women's Skateboard Street here at X Games Japan.